both ends are going to get tested. You saw Reagan Kirk gets the start, who's had a solid year in her senior campaign. I mean, just in the series against Wisconsin, 47-48, 979 save percentage, and then Ava McNaughton, the freshman, getting her first back-to-back starts in a weekend all year. She's had 65 of 69 against the Buckeyes for a 942 save percentage. Both goaltenders are going to have to be at the top of their game today to send their team to the NCAAs.
Should be a great afternoon of hockey. We're underway, and the first chance is Jen Gardner right in front on a beautiful feed.
If Ava McNaughton can settle in, kind of pick up off the play that she didn't see a lot of shots in that second half of the game, but she really settled in the later stages of the third period and in overtime. So she's going to have to play like a veteran here today. A lot to ask out of your freshman, but Mark Johnson knows that she's up to the task.
Yeah, McNaughton had 4 huge saves in overtime to keep that game going before Eden came through with the game winner in OT. Okay, Wisconsin trying to control, get something going right away offensively. Mark Johnson would love to be tied. Boy, he'd even love to have a lead at that first TV timeout, but we shall see what develops. We're about a minute in, and here comes Ohio State. This is Sloan Matthews, who centers the third line for Nadine Muzzerall. I tried to talk to Coach Muzzerall after the game yesterday, but she lost her voice. She could hardly speak.
But she said it wasn't because she was yelling at her team, it was yelling at her 8- and 10-year-old.
I can understand that completely. All right, Ohio State keeps the zone. They send Lainey Potter back to get it for Wisconsin. Now, finally, the Badgers push it ahead. O'Brien for Sims. Boy, I'd like a dime for every time somebody said that this year, huh?
Well, and it'll be interesting to see Mark Johnson switch up the left wings on his 2 top lines. Britta Curl is now playing with Cassie Hall and Lacey Eden today, and Laila Edwards is now back with her sophomore line mate, Kirsten Sims, who we saw earlier in the year. Definitely could have changed the complexion of the game if the batters were able to capitalize on the power play opportunity. So she was big for Ohio.
Wozniewicz for Wisconsin tried to center. Joining the play there was Maddie Wheeler, but the pass just didn't quite make connections. Now Ohio State tries to control behind its own net. Both of these teams have 32 wins on the season. They would love to get number 33 here today and hoist that tournament championship trophy.
Yeah, neither of these teams did last year, obviously, with Minnesota winning. So both an opportunity. They're hungry for it, even though they both will be in the NCAA tournament. I mean, you obviously want to end the regular season and the playoffs for the WCHA with a championship.
Caroline Harvey threw it toward the net, but that's blocked by Ohio State's Jocelyn Amos. Amos now tries to work around Jungles, throws a shot on goal. And
the big thing right now for me early in the game is just no rebounds for Ava McNaughton. Is just really going to help her team out.
Shot wide there. That was Hadley Hartmutz for Ohio State. And now Wisconsin tries to break out of its own end. Britta Curl can get it to center, but there's Hartmutz to play for Ohio State. And that's an interesting graphic we just had. This is the first time all season that Ava McNaughton, the Wisconsin freshman goaltender, has played in consecutive games, in consecutive days all season.
Well, and she had to be up to task yesterday, and I think as a goaltender, when you're not seeing as many shots as somebody like Skylar Vetter did, you're not always in the game, so it tests your mentality strength. And I mean, she really showed up well when she needed to, especially in the overtime when the Gophers were really pushing. So it's a big test for her and a big ask, but she's done very well with the 3 shots that she's faced so far.
Now for Wisconsin, Cassie Hall tries to control. She'll flip it in the air and out of play. TBW in Madison, in Columbus, Ohio. WSYX DT2 carrying the game today. And of course, everyone watching on Big Ten Plus. Thanks for being with us for 1 versus 2, Wisconsin, Ohio State. And they battle along the boards as Buglioni is in there for Ohio State, but Wisconsin finally breaks free. Here's Laila Edwards. Beautiful pass to Sims. Great move. Shot it right over the top of the crossbar.
Well, and that's just the patience and the poise of Kirsten Sims of just beating the defender, pulling that puck to the middle of the ice, and that didn't miss by much, trying to go short side on Reagan Kirk. Kirk, who's just been so solid, and you kind of wonder, what is it going to take to beat her here this weekend?
Zanin, one of the goal scorers for Ohio State, sends it in. Then she'll head to the bench for a replacement. Now Picard for Wisconsin carries in. She's onside. Look to center. She was going for Maddie Wheeler, but the pass is broken up. Now it rebounds off the back wall, and it'll be stopped by Reagan Kirk. And a face-off coming up in the Ohio State end.
Nothing on the scoreboard as of late, but this is what Mark Johnson wants, is not to give his goaltender a lot of looks here early so his team can try to find their legs from yesterday's win and settle in here against the Buckeyes.
This is the 5th straight year Ohio State has played in the Final Faceoff championship game. They've won it twice. There's a weak shot toward the goal by Amos and gathered in by McNaughton. A long way to go here before we determine the tournament champion at Ritter.
Well, they got there to the first TV timeout that Mark Johnson want, being scoreless. So we'll see if they can get on the attack and get some shots on the board for their team.
Markowski had a great centering look, looking for Buglioni, but broken up at the last, and now the Buckeyes will gather and regroup from their own end. Here comes Markowski. Flips it forward. Buckeyes will change. Out comes Joy Dunn, Sloan Matthews, Olivia Mobley, the third line for Nadine Muzzerall's Buckeyes. Hadley Hartmuth's grad student from Pennsylvania played the puck there. Now Matthews races down as the two 22s go at it. Potter for Wisconsin and Matthews for Ohio State. Battle for the puck along the near boards. Joy Dunn sprung it loose. Matthews sticked it toward the goal, and McNaughton had to react.
But McNaughton's done a really good job so far of just getting that first whistle on that first shot.
Or watch number 9 for Ohio State, Hannah Bilkes. She is a dynamic force and fun to watch. She can skate, she can stick handle, and she is a handful. Number 9 for Ohio State. Now played by Wisconsin. Ava Murphy, freshman defender. They flip it ahead for O'Brien. Here comes Sims. She's in clean. Sims shooting. She scores! Kirsten Sims with another goal, and the Badgers take a 1-0 lead.
Boy, the sophomore just really knows how to get it done, and she is just light years better than she was in her freshman year, which she had a great freshman campaign, but just the improvement that she has made as an underclassman. I mean, she's going to be fun to watch in the years to come. That's a big opening goal for the number 2 seeded Wisconsin Badgers.
Is. Remember when I said I wish I had a dime for every time I said O'Brien and Sims? They did it again.
I mean, it's the chemistry, right? And I mean, credit Mark Johnson of not that Britta Curl can't chip that in her own defensive zone, but Laila Edwards' chemistry that she has with O'Brien too. I mean, anybody can really play with anyone for this Wisconsin Badgers team. Kind of same with the Buckeyes. Both these teams are very deep. It's a reason why they're 1 and 2 in the nation.
That puck hopped right over the top of the net. All of a sudden, Kirk looked up and it was right in front of her. So Ohio State haven't been down very often this year. Ooh, there's a quick shot by Matthews that McNaughton had to fight off and over the top. Now the Buckeyes pressuring, spinning, a stuff attempt there by Mobley. Denied by McNaughton. To the corner it goes, where Harvey plays it high off the glass. Now Markowski, bothered by Harvey. Markowski gets it back. She'll go behind the goal line to Mobley. A little back and forth with those two Buckeyes. Joy Dunn joins the play now, can only push it ahead where Maddie Wheeler will get it first for Wisconsin and feed it back to Vivian Jungles, the great the defender for Wisconsin.
Well, and these are the times where you expect the Buckeyes are going to push. You have to weather the storm because this is going to happen more than just once during the game as the number 1 team in the nation, but not exactly how you want to start if you're the Buckeyes. Kind of controlled a lot of the first 5-10 opening minutes.
Backhand there, right on by Amos, steered aside by McNaughton. Badgers look to counter. Here comes Cassie Hall, and here's Eden with a shot, and Kirk played it well and fought it off. Now here come the Buckeyes the other way. It's Hannah Bilka centering. Oh, and a tipped attempt there as Amos.
She's going to make you pay, and she's not the only one on the ice that can do make a pretty play like that. So have to be very smart in your defensive zone here today.
Jen Gardner whistled a shot just outside the Wisconsin net. Now Gardner wins the race to the puck with Lacey Eden. That's Kirsten Sims' 32nd goal of the year. She's the first Badger with a 30-goal season. since 2011-2012. That's when they had 3 30-goal scorers: Brianna Decker, Brooke Ammerman, and Hillary Knight.
Yeah, pretty good company to be a part of, especially as a sophomore. And I mean, she's just, I think the confidence piece is what's the difference between her sophomore and freshman seasons. Obviously, coming in as a freshman, you don't really know kind of the logistics of how college hockey works, being a student athlete, but having a year under her belt, she really took advantage of the offseason and has just been a star for the Wisconsin Badgers this year.
They gave assists to Casey O'Brien and Laila Edwards on that Kirsten Sims goal at 6:31 of the first period. Now we're approaching the midway part of period number 1, and Wisconsin with that 1-goal advantage. Here's Laila Edwards. She's done some great stick work in this tournament as she shoots and scores!
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
She was part of that 2-0 lead as Wisconsin wins the opening draw and will retreat back to their own end with Vivian Jungles here to start the second period.
Oh, and missing all those games too. I mean, she still has 34 points, so you can just see how much of an impact she makes, not only on the score sheet, but also in the defensive zone for her team.
Lacey Eden tried to make something happen there. Now the puck slides back to Jungles, who will hit it forward to Cassie Hall. Hall, boy, that one got through and past Kirk behind her, but fortunately for Ohio State, outside of the goal.
Yeah, Lacey Eden looking for that backside tip, and that didn't miss by much. You kind of wondered who was going to come out here in the opening couple minutes and have a jump, and it looks like the Badgers right now are just trying to build off of what they did in the first period.
Yeah, we've talked about the great depth of Ohio State, and it'll be interesting to see if that can come into play here as we go deeper and deeper into this game. The Buckeyes can play 4 lines, and perhaps, again, with Wisconsin having such a difficult semifinal, if fatigue or maybe sets in. We'll see.
Well, it'll be interesting to see, too, if Nadine Muzzerall shortens her bench. I know that she has 4 lines that can produce, but does she go to more of the heavy hitters of the first and second line, trying to get a little more momentum and spark?
Jocelyn Amos toward the goal, and she pushes it in. Boy, there was no room there, it seemed, on the near post, but Amos gets it past McNaughton, and the Buckeyes are back in it 2-1.
Huge goal for the Buckeyes here in the opening couple minutes to put them back within 1.
Boy, it sure is a big goal indeed. Now a 1-goal margin for Wisconsin. Let's see if the Badgers can get back on their feet here and have an answer.
Now we have a couple goals, I think. One that Ava McNaughton might want back, and then obviously that second goal that Reagan Kirk gave up to Laila Edwards, she may want back. But yeah, great start for the Buckeyes. That's exactly what they were looking for. Doesn't have to be a tic-tac-toe play. Just drive to the net and find a way to get something by McNaughton.
14th goal of the season for Amos. Give the assist to McKenna Webster. Time of the goal, 1:17. So the Buckeyes hit the Badgers with an early goal here in the second period. That sounds like they might add another assist to Bilka. They haven't posted it yet, but the Public Address announcer gave it to Bilka, so we'll update you on that when we get it. But in any case, it's 2-1 Wisconsin. We've got ourselves a game, as we expected.
Well, and it's these opening couple minutes that we saw in the first period that Ohio State really controlled the game, and the Badgers were able to weather the storm, but weren't able to do that here in the opening minutes of the second period. Puts themselves right back in this game, and you know how quickly a 2-goal lead can change.
Well, here comes Lacey Eden for the Badgers. Oh, a nifty move and a backhander that gets on Kirk, but she makes the stop. But what a different outlook for Ohio State. I mean, you know, Wisconsin hit them with those 2 in the first period, but now it's like, hey, we're right there.
Up until kind of the later points of the game, got the overtime winner, and she's had a lot of energy here early in this game, but especially for the Buckeyes to be able to get that goal here early in the second period to put them within 1. I mean, that totally could have changed the complexion of the game if they were gripping their sticks later in this period and couldn't find a way to get one by Ava McNaughton.
Here comes Gardner shooting. That hit a stick and deflected to the corner. Pass a little too hot for Zanin, so it goes all the way around to the far board. Now Kayla Barnes throws one in toward the goal from the blue line. And on the rebound, down goes a Buckeye. That's Zanin.
Kayla Barnes just picking this puck off the wall and throwing it to the net, and you can see just a little late crashing in front of Ava McNaughton, so she was able to see that the whole way and get her team a whistle.
All right, so again, Bilka not part of the scoring play for Ohio State. It's Amos from Webster, and now our first penalty of the game coming up.
So I'm not sure that Nadine Muzzerall wants her team on the penalty kill right now.
Okay, now the Badger power play takes over. 30.4% conversion rate on the season. Caroline Harvey will quarterback. Now here's Casey O'Brien with it. One time to Harvey. That hit Curl's stick and deflected wide. Now Curl gets it back to Harvey. Harvey walks in between the circles. And that hit a stick and deflected to the corner again. O'Brien for Curl. Bothered there by Kayla Barnes for Ohio State.
Yeah, great block right there by Jenna Buglioni, getting the lane of Caroline Harvey.
Sims to Harvey. Fakes the shot, gets it to O'Brien. Pass inside, oh, give and go. Beautifully done by Curl and O'Brien. It didn't quite work out. Long shot by Harvey, rebound Curl, and cleared out of there by Steinmetz, or Hartmetz, excuse me, for Ohio State. Badgers putting some pressure on the power play here. Sims. Look at the passing, and oh, Curl was, Eden was right on the edge of the net. 50 seconds left of the power play. O'Brien, stopped by Kirk. Rebound goes to Sims behind the net. Finds Eden. Harvey wants it in the middle of the ice. Shoots. Great block by Buglioni for Ohio State. Play continues. Harvey whistles one wide. O'Brien back to Harvey. Another shot, and Kirk couldn't quite grab it, so it goes all the way to the near board. Eden tried to center for Curl. Didn't quite work out. Now back to the corner it goes.
Ohio needs a clear. This is 2 minutes right now, killing, blocking shots. You can see Buglioni.
Yeah. And they score again! And it's Laila Edwards again!
The Badgers doing such a good job of winning battles along the boards, hunting the puck down, not allowing it to get out of their zone. And I mean, at that point, you just get tired. Ohio State Buckeyes, you saw Jenna Buglioni had blocked a shot earlier in that power play, so she was wincing, not at her 100% best at that point, and the Badgers were able to capitalize on it. So great power play, great puck movement, had a lot of grade A chances, finally able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, Buglioni was hurting after she was hit by that shot. She's still on the bench, and it'll be interesting to see how her day develops.
And Kayla Barnes, I mean, she just had such a great kill. I mean, she blocked a couple shots, got in lanes, picked up sticks in front of Reagan Kirk, but unfortunately for her and her team, couldn't find a way to keep the Badgers off the scoreboard.
Wisconsin has won the WCHA playoff championship 9 times. Ohio State looking for their 3rd. Of course, these two teams played in the national championship game last year. That was a 1-0 Wisconsin win on a goal by Kirsten Sims. They played that at Amsoil Arena in Duluth. Here they are, 2 great programs playing for the WCHA Final Faceoff Championship in 2024.
Well, and there's no surprise that Kirsten Sims and Laila Edwards are 2 of the players that will have a chance to try out to compete for the World Championships with Team USA, and they're only 2 sophomores. I mean, that's just what's incredible on what they've been able to do and how mature they are in only their 2nd year with the Badgers.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable the impact underclassmen can have in really any collegiate sport these days.
Yeah, Jocelyn Amos had that goal as a freshman for Ohio State. Looks like Cassie Hall is down below the goal line for the Badgers.
Yep. So
good that she's getting up on her own footing.
So she's still technically offside, so Gorbatenko has to retreat. Near whiff there by Anna Wilgren. Finally, Hall is able to get to the Badger bench, but the Badgers with another opportunity. Centering pass from Eden.
That just jumped over the stick of Casey O'Brien. Perfect pass from Lacey Eden. She can also be a playmaker.
Yep. Here's Laila Edwards. 2 goals already today. Now O'Brien. One-time pounder by Sims. Stopped by Kirk.
Good movement once again. Great paddle save by Reagan Kirk, moving left to right on that one-timer by Sims.
Now Sims centering for O'Brien. O'Brien, she scores! It's those 2 again.
Put themselves within 1 now. biggest lead of the hockey game, down by 3. How does the #1 team in the country respond and find a way to beat a team and get back within 2, chip away of a team that has all the momentum?
Right. And again, Ohio, now here comes Wisconsin. Eden tried to center. Hartmutz broke it up, and here's another chance for Curl. Oh, she dropped it back, but nobody was there for Wisconsin. Again, Ohio State won 3 of the first 4 meetings between these two. In Columbus, 3-0 and 2-1. In Madison, Ohio State won 3-1, but then the Badgers had that big 4-2 win in the finale of that series. Now Ohio State starting to put a little more pressure on. Here comes Lauren Bernard. She throws it toward the net, but Lacey Eden able to play it for Wisconsin. Finds Britta Curl. Badger captain flips it forward, and then the Badgers will change up.
But it's amazing what one win can do. Like Lacey Eden said, I mean, last game of the series, I mean, you're going in down 3-0 in the series, and then you're able to win the last game against Ohio State at home after you're down 2-0 and find a way to score 4 unanswered goals. And so Lacey Eden, as she said yesterday in the press conferences, that's all the confidence that we needed, that we can compete with them, we can beat them too. And so might have looked a little different if they got swept in the season series. So they've really come out here and shown that, hey, we can compete too. We're the #2 team in the nation. Don't count us out.
Kenzie Hausworth loses the battle for the puck to Ava Murphy for Wisconsin. Does it seem like Edwards, Sims, and O'Brien are out there like all the time?
Well, and that's...
And there's Sims with another shot.
I feel like anytime they get into the offensive zone, you have to hold your breath because, I mean, they could, with the way they're playing right now, I mean, any shot can go in.
Right. Yeah, they've been as productive as you can be, that's for sure. Wilgren. Now, Kirk had to play that one as Gorbatenko was on the doorstep for Wisconsin.
And that'll be something the coaches monitor for the rest of the game now halfway through of, you know, managing the legs. And I mean, I'm sure Mark Johnson will be able to tell as well as his assistants if they need to have a shift off. But I mean, they have a lot of energy right now, and especially coming back, playing an overtime game yesterday. Pretty impressive.
Wozniewicz throws one toward goal. There's a rebound attempt too. That was Lainey Potter for Wisconsin. And finally, the Buckeyes are able to get out of danger for now. Here's Buglioni. She's looking pretty good after taking that puck earlier.
You even see the Buckeyes, I mean, Buglioni kind of bending over as she's going to the bench. I mean, the Buckeyes are tired right now. They can't find an answer right now to match this energy and enthusiasm that the Badgers have. And sometimes it might be a little adrenaline too. You might be a little tired from last night's game, but you got to find a way to get up for these big games, which obviously not too hard when you're playing for a championship. But Badgers are just doing a really good job right now all over the ice.
And again, the Buckeyes cruised in the early game yesterday, the first semifinal. And Wisconsin had a hard-fought overtime game that started at 4:30.
And sometimes it's not always, you know, those 5-0 games when you're not really challenged, it's not always easy to kind of go back into, you know, the close games of like, hey, we got to play our best hockey 24/7, right? You don't have to worry about lead changes and managing the ebbs and flows as much as Wisconsin had to yesterday.
You could lose a bit of an edge.
Just got to find a way to get more traffic in front of McNaughton and really fight for time in front of the net, because you saw Wisconsin's doing a really good job in the offensive zone, getting to the middle of the ice. We haven't seen that much today here for the Buckeyes.
Now there's Bilka trying to get something going for Ohio State, but her centering pass goes on the stick of a Badger. Hartmutz back for Peschel for Ohio State. Now Hadley Hartmutz, the graduate student from Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Long shot there, handled by McNaughton.
Ava McNaughton, it looks like she's settled in pretty well, and they've done a really good job in front of her of just eliminating those second and third looks if there is a rebound. But she's had good rebound control today and hasn't had to do too much and make a lot of great saves on her end. So Wisconsin's doing a better job than what they did against the Gophers yesterday.
The Edwards sisters are on the ice for Wisconsin. Laila, number 10, Shayla, number 25. They're from Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Now here's O'Brien. Oh, good defensive work there as Amos picked her pocket. Now here comes Zanin for Ohio State. Bothered there by Ava Murphy. Pinned up against the wall. Buglioni joins the play for Ohio State. Now the Buckeyes get to organize a bit in the Wisconsin end. This is Lauren Bernard. Throws it in front in traffic. I think that hit Buglioni. Bernard with another one. Rebound Buglioni on the doorstep. Just couldn't quite get her stick on it.
Well, that shot by Bregman actually hit Ava Murphy in the helmet. Luckily for her and her Badgers, she kind of stunned her a little bit, but then she was able to take Buglioni's stick after that initial shot, and McNaughton was able to recover and not get one by her. But kind of a whirlwind of events right there for Ava Murphy, who, another one of the freshmen on the all-rookie team for the Wisconsin Badgers, has had a really great season and a freshman campaign, but you know that she's definitely stunned from getting hit in the head from Bregman's shot.
Yeah, 9 different Badgers on WCHA honors this year. Oh, loose puck in front, dangerous play there. Badgers get it. Here's Harvey. She'll settle things down. And look at her move that puck and move her skates. Wow, she is fun to watch. Oh, and whistled that just wide. And a rebound all the way out to center and beyond, and Lady Porter has to retreat. And there's Joy Dunn trying to make things tough for Ohio State. Dunn now near wall. Dropped it for Barnes. Barnes, oh, and a centering pass for Sloan Matthews, and she whiffed on it. Otherwise, that was a great opportunity. Barnes again. Hits traffic. Rebounds behind the goal. Kept in by Ohio State. And battling there is McKenna Webster, and it flips into the bench.
And she was looking for the far side, and that's what can happen if you don't have that weak side defenseman getting to that wall quick. Odd man rush the other way, and Ohio was to get had a little sustained pressure right there. Weren't able to capitalize on it, but that's what you have to be so aware as that weak side defenseman, and even that third forward high, that she's missing wide. You got to make sure that you get your butt back into the neutral zone and able to gap up.
Wisconsin maintaining that 4-1 lead, now down to 5:20 left, second period. Again, Ohio State's in that position where they'd like to make something happen before the intermission. Oh, look at that move by Webster. Webster got all the way in and then just lost control. That one's whistled past McNaughton by Barnes.
Well, great moves from Webster right there around Wilgren. She just ran out of room. But there's the support that we're not really seeing from the Buckeyes. There's really nobody with them.
Hartmett's shot got through. Now Peschel plays, but her shot is blocked by Wilgren for Wisconsin. Buglioni battling for the puck. Now Hartmett's. Gardner. That one hit Shayla Edwards and rebounded to the corner. Gardner tried to slap it back in the Buckeye zone, but that created an offside.
Yeah, I feel like if you're the Buckeyes, you have to get one to put it within 2 heading into that the second intermission going into the third period. And obviously Wisconsin just trying to be so smart in the D zone.
Hartmett's tried to stuff it in, but denied. Now Edwards tries to break out, but Hartmetz plays that well and sends it behind the Wisconsin goal. Chasing there for Ohio State is Jocelyn Amos. The Badgers try to get out of their own end, and they finally do. And now here comes Jen Gardner for Ohio State. That's right on the stick of Caroline Harvey, who will flip it in and then head for the bench. And a new defensive pair out for Wisconsin.
How about the patience by Kirsten Sims in her own D zone? As soon as she got that pass along the wall, she said, I'm just gonna, take a couple steps back and then just flip it pretty easily out of zone.
Wow, look at that. Zanin tried to jump over the top of Ava Murphy, but couldn't do it. Now for Wisconsin, Marianne Picard tried to muscle her way down the near boards, but back comes Zanin for Ohio State. Now Buglioni looking for Zanin. Penalty coming.
They kind of need to follow suit what we saw Wisconsin do on their power play.
So here we go on the power play this year. Bilka and Gardner lead with 4 power play goals each. There's Gardner. Had a little trouble controlling it, so she'll have to reset. Goes behind her to Bilka. Gardner. That was a one-timer by Barnes that hit traffic and then cleared all the way down by Wisconsin.
Yeah, similar to Caroline Harvey. I mean, Kayla Barnes is just as dangerous on the top of the power play, but Lacey Eden gets in the lane, gets a block, and Britta Curl's able to send it all the way down the ice.
Watch Bilka go to Gardner. That hit a stick. I think that was O'Brien's stick. Deflected. Now Barnes as the Ohio State power play continues. There's a long shot that's flipped up in the air, and draw controlled by Wisconsin eventually. Now here's Laila Edwards for the Badgers, sending it down. Zanin will play it for Ohio State. 55 seconds left on the penalty to Kelly Gorbatenko. Here's Buglioni carrying in. Buglioni tries a shot into the pad of McNaughton. Rebound eventually covered up. This huge power play continues. Buckeyes need a conversion. Long shot by Dunn. Stopped and sent back. Frustration starting to build for Ohio State a little.
Absolutely.
Down by 3. Oh, and here comes a chance for Britta Curl, the Badger captain, with a break. Curl scores!
I think that might have just sealed it for the Badgers.
22nd goal of the year for Britta Curl, the Badger captain. The 7th shorthander of the year, the first shorty of the year for number 17, Britta Curl. Well,
5 goals on 16 shots.
Wow.
Not a great save percentage if you're asking me.
Oof. Really good shooting percentage,
Yeah.
though, I tell you that. I'd take that every day. Penalties over to Gorbatenko. So Curl scores at 18:34, and boy, we talked about how Ohio State needed a goal so badly. What a killer in the final minutes of the period. Officially the shorthanded goal, an assist to Lacey Eden, the shorty for Britta Curl. 18:34 the time. McNaughton, one of the all-time greats, Natalie Darwitz, will be joining us, and that's going to be a fun talk we're looking forward to. That's coming up, second intermission.
She's definitely dialed in right now.
Yep. Buglioni chases the face-off. Down to 25 seconds left, second period. 2-0 Wisconsin after 1. Now 5-1 as we approach the end of the second period. Nice little spinorama by Jungles there to get out of some difficulty. Ohio State tries to play it back in, but Jungles will just try to kill the final seconds of the second period. And now Harvey, as it goes to 2-1, and that's it.
Off that huge 4-3 overtime win against the Gophers yesterday. But like we said earlier, they're in the driver's seat, and they're going to look to continue to pile this on because it looks like they still have a lot of energy right now.
And when the Badgers won that day, Ohio State had already clinched the conference championship. But again, as you say, that win was so big, and it appears to be becoming even bigger as it got Wisconsin the confidence they needed, and they built on that today, certainly.
The game is 5-1 right now.
Yeah, one of the 3 losses for Ohio State this year. Here's Peschel. Tried to find Bilka. The puck dropped over to Amos, and then she got tied up, and now here comes Wisconsin. Laila Edwards. Could she get another point? Oh, what a beautiful move by O'Brien. Penalty coming up against Ohio State. So Amos back to the penalty box, her second time there today. Also has the only Ohio State goal. Badger power play. And back it goes to Harvey, intercepted well by Buglioni, who throws it right back at Caroline Harvey. Now Britta Curl carries it in. Here comes Sims. She'll try a shot that deflects off the stick of Kayla Barnes into the corner. Back to Harvey. She'll swing it over to Sims. Swims back for O'Brien. A little screen in front of the net, but Kirk able to keep it out for now. Oh, and there's a shot by O'Brien that trickles into the net.
And just a complete effort right now by the Badgers.
Boy, you never would have guessed this would be a 6-1 game. Either way.
No.
Wow.
1 or 2 team in the country. You definitely don't expect this, especially with the goaltending that we've seen out of Reagan Kirk this year.
And the Badgers keep pushing. And that was a power play goal. So Sims and Harvey will get assists on the Casey O'Brien goal. And a power play goal it is for Wisconsin.
Well, it seems like Kirsten Sims just steps up in just the most important and the big games. I mean, she already had 2 goals yesterday, 3 points today. I mean, just really making a name for herself here early in her career.
Here comes Cassie Hall for Wisconsin. She'll send it to Gorbatenko, who whistles a shot just outside the net.
And how about the 3 Patty Casimir finalists connecting on a
bad,
goal?
huh?
Harvey, O'Brien, and Sims.
That's 3 of the 10 finalists for the Patty Cass,
on the same team.
Wow.
And 2 of them are sophomores.
Yeah. Abby Murphy of Minnesota, the other WCHA finalist. So 4 out of the 10 from this great league. Here's Cassie Hall centering. Gorbatenko was there. And then the follow-up by Ava Murphy. That was an opportunity, but it hit a body in front. Boy, just keep waiting for the Buckeyes to explode with a great goal, but it just hasn't happened. Now the race is on here. Kayla Barnes, now taken off the puck beautifully by Vivian Jungles.
Yeah, great hustle right there by Vivian Jungles, because it looked like Kayla Barnes was going to have herself kind of a short breakaway right in the zone, but good job by Jungles, just kind of angling her to the boards. I don't think the Buckeyes expected this today. After winning 5-0, single-handedly yesterday, controlled the game from start to finish.
Ohio State coming in, averaging 5.3 goals a game. They have but 1 so far today. Boy, it is a great defensive pair. Jungles and Harvey for Wisconsin. Here comes O'Brien again. 1-on-1. O'Brien strong to the net, pushes it wide. Down she goes to the ice.
Yeah,
Buckeye.
good one-on-one play right there by Brengman, just angling O'Brien off, not taking a penalty. Don't want to put her Buckeyes back on the kill.
Now Badgers right back. Laila Edwards, double team. O'Brien joins the play, throws it in on goal, and Kirk has to make the stop.
If a puck just gets kind of back up to the D, she's right there, and you saw that last chance by Wisconsin keeping it low because she knows that her wingers are crashing the net looking for the rebound.
Just to update you on the official scoring of that 6th Wisconsin goal, it's a power play goal by Casey O'Brien, the assist to Kirsten Sims and Caroline Harvey. Time of the goal was 1:26 of the 3rd period. Badgers can do it all, even strength, shorthanded, power play. They score every way you can, it seems.
Yeah, they're just winning so many battles right now. Wozniewicz just negated an icing there for Wisconsin, and they don't look tired at all, Jay.
No,
they look like a
not a
team
bit.
that is looking to win another national championship.
They have every reason to be tired, I guess, but they're energized. Eden lost the puck. Poked away from her by Markowski for a moment. Now Buckeyes try to break out, but again, they just cannot. Now here comes Ava Murphy, Wisconsin. Behind the goal line it goes. Battle along the far boards. Eden's there. So is Curl for Wisconsin. Curl comes away with it. Now she looks for some support, but ridden off the puck well by Kayla Barnes for Ohio State. Again, the Badgers keep it in the Ohio State end. Centering pass, looking for Hall. Got it back for a moment. Now Jungles with it for Wisconsin. Circling is Lacey Eden. Badgers need a little better spacing there, and finally Eden gets it behind the Badger net, or the Ohio State net, excuse me. 3 Buckeyes are there, 1 Badger is there, but the puck's not moving anywhere. There, finally it pops out.
Just great zone time right now by the Badgers. You can see how good they have been in today's game, just anticipating plays, not being overcommittal in the offensive zone. You can see that 3rd forward, Casey O'Brien, was high, just kind of waiting for the action to happen. Don't need any more goals at this point. 3.5 years ago, I mean, it's It's crazy to even think about that, and I just don't think the Buckeyes were ready for the Badgers today. I think they might have thought they might be a little tired from that 4-3 overtime win, and they took the regular season series 3-1. And one thing that Nadine Muzzerall had talked about is, sometimes in games we kind of let the other team set the tone, and even though the Buckeyes came out ready to go in the opening minutes, I mean, they kind of just let the Badgers hang around, and I think that TV timeout, honestly, at the first one made a huge difference.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Keeping things in order for us all day long, telling us where to go and what to do. They've done a great job. We thank them for their efforts. And from the WCHA, Commissioner Tracy Dill and Dean Thibodeau is a great assistant. Really does a great job of putting on a great event here, the WCHA Final Faceoff. And another shot.
Good time to be peaking right now if you're Mark Johnson and his team, but they have to be very happy, heading into the NCAA tournament with the effort that they put forward today.
Here comes Laila Edwards. Looking for O'Brien. Pass got deflected, so it didn't quite get there on time. Again, another promising scoring opportunity for Edwards and her new line mate, at least for today, Casey O'Brien.
I have a pretty good feeling that these might be the line combinations that we see in the NCAA tournament for Wisconsin.
We should probably hang on to our line chart today because it may be used again, huh? Here comes Bilka. And Bilka scored! Wow! First the speed of Bilka, and then she went up top to beat McNaughton. She was WCHA Forward of the Year finalist, all WCHA first team. 4 years at Boston College for Hannah Bilka before going to Ohio State. She led Boston College with 41 points last season. And there you see a flash of what she can do. And again, her season won't end today. The NCAA tournament selection show is tomorrow. And you got to believe that these two teams will be on home ice in the early stages of the NCAA tournament.
Well, how about her silky smooth hands right there? And you could just see, I mean, she's obviously frustrated. She hit her stick as she was going to the bench because, obviously you're excited when you score a goal, but knows that it'd be a tough task to come back from 4.
Gardner threw one in on goal. That was a near miss as McNaughton steered it away. So a little more jump from the Buckeyes, but again, it's a 4-goal deficit.
As the first facility being dedicated solely to women's hockey, I mean, so much history, so many great players have played in this rink and obviously played for the Golden Gophers. So a lot of history and pretty cool that it continues to be here.
No question. Shot by Hartmetz, blocked by the Wisconsin defense. And now we're down to 3:20 left. Gardner into a double team. And Matthews retreats for Ohio State. Joy Dunn pushes forward, but Jungles gummed up that play. And back to Jungles it goes. Harvey flips it in the air, played by Hartmetz with a glove. Now Bilka, who scored that last Ohio State goal, gets some help from Hadley Hartmetz.
You kind of feel like with both of these teams, they did a 7-game series when they're playing their best hockey. I mean, it's probably 4-3 either way. Both of these teams have just been so deep all year long and really can go either way. Obviously, we didn't think it was going to be this lopsided with the Badgers leading 6-2 late in the third, but just an all-around great effort from the Badgers. But the Buckeyes will definitely be back and looking to kind of regain their footing here in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I was going to say, I agree with the 7-game series 4-3, but the 6-2 thing,
yeah,
that's going to take a little getting used to.
If people overlook the Badgers, I definitely wouldn't, because they could easily go back-to-back this year on a team that's, I think, was a little stronger this year than last.
McKenna Webster feeds Bilka for the Ohio State goal.
Lost coverage right there on the backside, but then Cassie Hall just kind of missing her assignment, but Hannah Bilka's going to make you pay, and a couple quick goals for her in Ohio State to put them within 3 with 2 minutes left in the third.
Okay, so Bilka gets the goal. McKenna Webster and Kayla Barnes the assists. Time of the goal, 17:47. Now you can never say never. 6-3 the score. mentioned, well represented. They travel well, do the Badgers. Mark Johnson looking out. A good day for his team in Cardinal and White.
Yeah, and the nice thing for Mark Johnson is because his team had 6 goals. I mean, normally you wouldn't be super happy giving up, 2 unanswered goals right now, but he's hoping that his team can hold this 3-goal lead in the final 2 minutes. But a little more jump from the Buckeyes here later in the later stages of the game, that even though they're down by 3, Nadine Muzzerall has to be happy with trying to carry that momentum into the rest of the playoff hockey for the Buckeyes.
You mentioned Nadine Muzzerall, again, Coach of the Year this year, 3rd straight year, while Mark Johnson has been named WCHA Coach of the Year 9 times. Here's Curl. Britta Curl pinned up against the wall by Caleb Barnes. Now finally the puck comes loose, and that's Amos being bothered by the other number 17, Britta Curl. Lacey Eden with it. Back to Caleb Barnes for Ohio State, looking for Bilka along the near wall. Now Webster. Nice poke check there by Ava Murphy for Wisconsin.
Yeah, great gap right there by Ava Murphy, just not allowing any time and space for McKenna Webster to get any more offense for the Buckeyes.
Well, a couple of offensive flashes for the Buckeyes here late, but now we're down to 1:10 left. Be interesting if they got one more, but again, only a minute now left in the 3rd period. A beautiful little drop pass between the legs. There's a chance inside. Riley Brangman pushing up, but that hit traffic as well and never got through to McNaughton.
Well, like we saw the Badgers yesterday, I mean, both these teams fight to the end. I mean, never giving up. And
Kirk will come out of her net to play that one. Now Lauren Bernard with it for Ohio State. Final half minute. WCHA Final Faceoff. The Wisconsin Badgers putting the finishing touches on the title.
Really impressive, managing the ebbs and flows of the hockey game. Just didn't get off of their game plan. Yeah. Mark Johnson makes an adjustment going into the game. He says, let's just get to that first TV timeout, and then we kind of go. And they were firing on all cylinders today, and they're going to be the WCHA Final Faceoff champions.
Final seconds winding down, and it's on Wisconsin. They are your WCHA Final Faceoff champions.